Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for another episode of our daily stock market insights. In this video, I'm going to cover the most trending stocks that we had for June 29th, 2021 market day. Okay, but first, before I get started, I'd like to invite everyone, if this is your first time to watch my video, I do review stocks in the Philippine market, sometimes in the US market. So feel free to hit the subscribe button if you're interested in these types of videos. Okay, so now let's begin and talk about the index first. Okay, so like what I mentioned yesterday, we are still sitting at a possible resistance and not much of a change, only 0.27% change from the previous day. So it looks like this is still respecting this area where we have plotted that being a resistance level. Look at this. The volume is still not changing, right? That means not a lot of people are already showing interest in the stocks. Not 100% because we still have to check the individual performance of your stocks, but overall, collectively speaking, right, people feel that this level is already starting to become expensive. So some of the stocks in the index could have the same pattern as what we're seeing right now. Look at your RSIs showing some signs of slowing down too. So I'm anticipating that probably within the week or next week we could see this retracing again. All right, so let's talk about the trending stocks. Of course, wow, Dito, we've been moving below the MA20 line, and now we're starting to trigger once again the lower Bollinger Band coming from a constricted. This is a constricted Bollinger Band. See that it was just moving in that range previously, and now it's starting to open up, but on the downside, or on the bearish side. So that means we might see some more movements going down, okay? And where could be the next stop? So we have to look back and find out. So I see a possible support right at the 777 area, or it could be slightly higher or lower. Because of this, this is what I see. That is a possible support. If you look back, there was a stabilization that happened right there as well, right over here. See that flat line created a support right there and became a resistance here. So I'm thinking it might go back to that area. So if you're a long-term holder for Dito, that this is an area where you will find really attractive, because it is giving you a chance to enter at a much lower price. That is if you are really a long-term holder of Dito or an investor. So I'm thinking don't get in yet. Just wait for these or this key level over here, 7.77. If indeed this is going to be revisited, we want to see a green candlestick forming at this level, or maybe for several days it touches this area, creating a support. So that's the premise. Next is Ever. Ever, for me, this is a bounce. Look at that. It's so neat, really respecting the MA20 line. So very, very straightforward chart. So we know that each time you move higher than the MA20, chances are we could be respecting that. See that? See this over here? As you go near, you will see bounce happening. Slight overshoot happened here, but it recovered the moment we this was your perfect entry, either here or here. Then it continued to move higher. It retraced, but your solid green here serves as a confirmation that indeed there was a bounce. So we don't know yet if it will continue to move higher, gap up, or yeah, it could even do a gap up because this is a solid green. Or people might take profit and you could take advantage of those dips, fluctuations within the day, and then you can enter from there. But I'm still pegging MA20 line as our support. ACEN also did a red today with the 178% decline. So we're approaching a possible support, which is around the MA20 level. It could even overshoot slightly lower than that because of this. If you look back here, there's a resistance formed at this level. So it could even reach to, the 8 peso area before it recovers again. Overall, these dips that you see in ACEN are good opportunities, really. Next is Ali. So like what I mentioned yesterday, I know I talked about Ali. So we gotta observe. I said yesterday, please observe what happens in the first 30 minutes of the day. So let us see. So 29. So at exactly around 11, that was the start of the decline. It even gave you a chance for an hour to increase the price, but overall, the overall sentiment of the market towards Ali is really on the bearish side, and that's why it declined. But the fact that we have crossed the MA20 line, I'm expecting some more validations here. We might have another red day tomorrow, and most likely it could even go as low as this area, 34.75. See this? This used to be resistance here and some sideways that happened right here. So that's for Ali. Tech also did a solid drop today, touching a 6.12 level, and that's a 7.55% drop. But what's good about the setup right now, it was just sitting at the MA20 line. So there's a big chance that if you see a bounce happening within that level, then that is the opportunity, because on the 2nd of July, this stock will have uh, that is the X date of its SRO. So we'll see. Maybe they're just fetching some people. They're deliberately selling it so that other big players could also get in at a much lower price. For all we know, that's their game plan. But right now, I see 6 peso as our support area because that's your MA20 line, and we have revisited that, so that could even act as our support. MONDE, solid green, interesting. Volume is just so. Um, I'd say you may want to get in if you are a believer of MONDE. Just make sure you're able to watch the market full time because this has just opened up. It had its IPO on the 1st of June. So there's really not much of a historical information that we can use for our analysis. Rather, just it's been creating all-time high for several days and weeks now. So just make sure you're able to watch the market full time because the retracement that this thing did is just very minor. So we don't really know if it'll continue to move even higher and higher. So what you can probably do is create this uptrend channel and create your own rules that, let us say I am going to enter and bid at an area very near this uptrend support. Now, if that gets broken, I could set a rule as well that if it uh, goes lower by 1 to 2%, I could exit. You can make those rules, but definitely so far it is respecting this channel over here. The one below is your support area. Try to get in as near as you can to that line. This is your resistance level. But right now, look at that. We're starting to see the Bollinger Band here, and we are now at the overbought level. So be careful if you're only trading this because this for me is already on the expensive side. Okay, last stock for this is RCB. Okay, almost, well, I think it even reached the ceiling and then it just did a profit taking halfway. So I don't like this kind of red. Looks like it was going to revisit the gap. You see this very big gap over here? And we ended red today, so big possibility that we might have another round of profit taking by tomorrow, and we could end in another red. Normally, it will revisit the previous points and fill that gap before it takes off again. So, very stable stock. Yes, true, but the technical right now is giving me a bearish signal. So why not wait for it to probably go back to the 20 peso area? Yeah, 19 1950 to 20 peso area. That's already a good area to buy. Okay, so I think these are the stocks that that I have covered for you today. Dito, Ever, ACEN, Ali, Tech, MONDE, and RCB. If you have other requests, feel free to drop a comment, guys. Let me know what that is so I can create a video for you. In the meantime, thank you for watching and bye bye.